Hey, what's up? How y'all doing, man? All you evil angels and all you sinful people and then the whole world, I want to point this mystery out to God, to everybody, right? All you false teachers, Tapper Dollar, Pastor Chris, all you evil people, listen. So, what I want to talk about right now is the comparison between the dragon and the beast. Tapper Dollar, all you false pastors, Church of Jesus Christ, and Jehovah, all you false teachers need to listen up. Because you say the dragon, the angel, Belshazzar, and his angels, his evil angels, work for you. Understand? But let me show you a comparison, because the dragon is the prince of all dragons. That's why he gives authority to the beast. Right here, as it said right here.
This beast looked like a leopard, but it had the feet of a bear and the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave the beast his own power and throne and great authority.
He gives authority to the beast because he's the prince. As Solomon said in an interview with Belshazzar, right here.
Again, to stand before him, Beelzebul, the prince of demons. And he sat him down on a raised seat of honor, and said to him, Why are you alone, O prince of the demons? And the demon said to him, Because I am all that is left of the angels that came down. I was once an angel in the first heaven, and now I control all those who are bound in Tartarus. But I have a child, and he haunts the Red Sea. He is subject to me, and comes up to me on occasions, and reveals to me what he has done, and I support him. Solomon said to him, Beelzebul, what is your duty? And the demon answered, I destroy kings. I ally myself with foreign tyrants, and my own demons I set unto men, so that they may believe in them, and be lost. The servants of God, the priests and faithful men, I rouse in them desires for wicked sins, lawless deeds, and evil heresies. Fickle men that they are, they obey me, and are led to destruction. I fill men with wrath, and the desire for murder, for wars, for sodomy, and other evil things. Hear me now, I shall destroy the world.
In the Testament of Solomon right here. Bezalel said he was the prince of what's left from heaven, that fell from heaven. You feel me? So he rules his kingdom, and he assesses demons to people, to fickle men, to mislead them and draw and lead them astray. Now, Tafadali, you say you control these demons, but if you read this Bible verse right here.
Then I witnessed in heaven another significant event. I saw a large red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, with 7 crowns on his heads.
In Revelation 12, it said there was a great red dragon that came into heaven when my wife had a child. My wife, Angel, was about to give birth to my child. And the dragon had 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on his head. He had 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on his head. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Because if you read this Bible verse right here.
Then I saw a beast rising up out of the sea. It had 7 heads and 10 horns, with 10 crowns on its horns. And written on each head were names that blasphemed God.
In Revelation 13, about the beast also has 7 heads and 10 horns, but he had 10 crowns on his horns. Do you see where I'm coming? So most of you evil angels have 7 heads and 10 horns. So because the dragon has 7 heads and 10 horns, And the beast has 7 heads and 10 horns. Do you see the comparison, the resemblance, the link? They both have 7 heads, and they both have 10 horns. One's crown is on his head. It's 7 heads. He has 7 crowns. And the beast has 10 crowns for tenfold on his horns as king of all. Do you see the link? So that tells you that these evil angels have a trait of 7 heads and 10 horns. 7 for the number of God, for his perfect will, and 10 for a tenfold blessing. You know what I'm saying? Full completion with tenfold blessing, God's reward. For a reward. Because tenfold blessing represents a reward. When you go on 10, it represents a reward. So you do not, Taffy Dollar Church of Jesus Christ, you do not run the dragon or his legions or Satan or serpent. Even the serpent has 7 heads. Everything God created had at least 7 heads and 10 horns. I have 7 eyes and 7 heads also. But I want you to understand this because there's an argument and a debate and a quarrel that you Church of Jesus Christ, Taffy, especially with Taffy Dollar, that she is in control of Belshazzar, the prince demon. Belshazzar is the prince demon. There is no demon above Belshazzar because he's the prince that fell with them. The only one that was above Belshazzar was Samayaza and Azazel, which is really Samayaza. But Samayaza, Azazel, and most of the people in the time of the flood, were locked away. Belshazzar was part of those people. He was one of those. Understand? They were locked away in the Euphrates, the Atlantic. That's why you're not able to search the whole sea. Because if you go to Atlantic, you might be able to find some angels there, or they might disappear for you not to find them. But they're locked away in the Atlantic Ocean. There are angels in the Atlantic Ocean. Do you understand me? Because the Bible says in Revelation right here.
God. And the voice said to the 6th angel who held the trumpet, "Release the 4 angels who are bound at the great Euphrates River."
That it will lose the 4 angels that were locked away in the Atlantic Ocean. They were locked away, they were loose now, but they were locked away in the Atlantic Ocean. And nobody knew that until I loosed them. I loosed them. When the time came, they were set free. Now they're free. They're gone now, but that was some of y'all's of them. So I want you to understand that most demons follow their leader. They are the mate of their leader, which is trippieredd5093 also has the same attributes as trippieredd, if you see right here.
I saw another beast come up out of the earth. He had 2 horns like those of a lamb, but he spoke with the voice of a dragon. He exercised all the authority of the first beast, and he required all the earth and its people to worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed.
It said he has the same powers and authority as trippieredd, the beast one. Gucci also had the same as trippieredd in 6ix9ine. Shep Bashiri has the same thing, even though he's a false prophet, but he's also a beast. He just takes over the false prophet role. That's why you have the false prophet revelation, because he represents you false prophets. That's why I said you false teachers are destined for blasphemy because of Shepherd Bashiri. He's a false prophet. Because you know he's a false prophet because he brought down fire from heaven, as you see right here.
To appear in this place in the form of wind, in the form of a burning fire, I call the glory. Araconso pradiga. It's glory.
There's a fire in the Bible, Revelation, as you see right here.
Astounding miracles, even making fire flash down to earth from the sky while everyone was watching.
So you need to understand your link, how you're linked to this, how you're tied to this. So, Tafidola, you're only using the ring of Solomon because that's what you guys are using. There's nothing else that will give you clear control of demons other than the ring of Solomon. You're only using the ring of Solomon because that is your destiny. That is what you were supposed to do. The demons are not doing what you want, but they could break free because you're not using the circle or sealing them, because you can't seal them. But they're doing out of their free will because they want to fulfill the prophecy of blasphemy, and they deceived you. So they don't feel like, so they do a little bit for you to make you feel like you are getting an up on them. You're using them, you have power over them. But in reality, they have been using you to fulfill the promise of blasphemy because somebody had to blaspheme. Do you understand? There had to be humans, not angels, because angels will not blaspheme because they know they're God. But humans had to blaspheme in order for blasphemy to be fulfilled. And you were the ones, you, Pastor Chris, Kenneth Copeland, and you try to describe you pastor, you false teachers, were the ones that blaspheme in order for blasphemy to come into existence, to fulfill the coming of the king, the beast, the four kings and trippieredd, the beast, blasphemous beast, and the destiny and the prophecy of blasphemy. Do you understand? Like I tell you, as they have a prophecy for the word of God, there's also a prophecy for blasphemy. There's a book of blasphemy, just like they have a book of the word of God. The word of God is a book of life, and the book of blasphemy is a book of death. Understand this. So, with that being said, I want you guys, especially you Tafidola, Pastor Chris, Kenneth Copeland, all you false teachers, to understand that you are not controlling these people. You are not controlling these angels. They're doing it because they tricked you, they used you to fulfill. So now they have claimed you to be theirs, and they have taken you out. They have removed you. If you see this right here, you see this statement right here.
Again, to stand before him, Beelzebul, the prince of demons. And he sat him down on a raised seat of honor, and said to him, Why are you alone, O prince of the demons? And the demon said to him, Because I am all that is left of the angels that came down. I was once an angel in the first heaven, and now I control all those who are bound in Tartarus. But I have a child, and he haunts the Red Sea. He is subject to me, and comes up to me on occasions, and reveals to me what he has done, and I support him. Solomon said to him, Beelzebul, what is your duty? And the demon answered, I destroy kings. I ally myself with foreign tyrants, and my own demons I set unto men, so that they may believe in them, and be lost. The servants of God, the priests and faithful men, I rouse in them desires for wicked sins, lawless deeds, and evil heresies. Fickle men that they are, they obey me, and are led to destruction. I fill men with wrath, and the desire for murder, for wars, for sodomy, and other evil things. Hear me now, I shall destroy the world.
You see, You see Beelzebub saying, fickle men they are, they listen to me, and coming all type of heresies. You feel me? And they do all type of evil acts. And he destroyed kings. They removed you out of the book of life because you listened to them. For your greed, because of your greed, you listened to them and you did evil and blasphemed God. And then you wanted to wage war against God and use the word of God for falsehood. They don't like anybody that uses the word of God for falsehood. Understand? The reason they did not deceive Solomon was because he was a man of God for his destiny to build the temples, which was set for you guys, the Egyptian pyramid and the Aztec pyramid, which was set for you guys. The Aztec pyramid was a blasphemy for you guys to come to America to blaspheme, to fulfill the prophecy of blasphemy and blasphemy. So that way you could bring into existence the prophecy of the mark of the beast, which is the beast, which will in turn fulfill the prophecy of blasphemy, where people will blaspheme, you feel me, the word of God, and then will cause blasphemy to rise, and God will use blasphemy to purge you guys out of existence and take y'all to the realm of blasphemy because of your blasphemous deeds. So understand what's going on. Understand? You did not use them. They used you. And it's high time, and I've kept quiet for so long. It's high time you know this, because you keep thinking you're using them. Even when you use them to try to come and get my child, you are not using, they'll do it because that's what the word of God said they'll do, because you are going to send them to do it. And they'll do it for you, knowing that they're going to get kicked out of heaven. And when they get kicked out of heaven, you and them only have one place. They're only doing it because they get tired of you and you think you're going to go to heaven. So they'll do it to get kicked out of heaven. So now the only destination that you and them have is the lake of fire, because they can't come to heaven. If they can come to heaven, you can't bug them to go to heaven. So now the only destination you have now is the lake of fire, which is blasphemy. And they will come and take your soul for blasphemy. You are not going to escape blasphemy. Do you understand the plans of God? Okay. And these angels understand this because they understand the word of God more than you do. They have knowledge of the word of God. They know they prophecy. Because even these false angels are prophecy. They have a prophecy of blasphemy. Blasphemy, when you hear about blasphemy, blasphemy is a prophecy that was written in Revelation 13, that it will be a time that a blasphemous beast will rise. It was also written there will be a time, you see right here.
Then I saw a beast rising up out of the sea. It had 7 heads and 10 horns, with 10 crowns on its horns. And written on each head were names that blasphemed God.
The blasphemous beast will rise. And also written right here,
This beast looked like a leopard, but it had the feet of a bear and the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave the beast his own power and throne and great authority.
There will be a time that the dragon, which is Beelzebub, the prince of demons, will hand his throne that he was ruling with on earth and his powers and his authority unto the beast, which is his king. Do you understand? So that he will begin his reign on earth. Do you understand me? So I want you to understand this because it's very vital for you to understand this so that you don't get confused and think otherwise, that you're doing something when you're not. Everything was planned and strategically planned to deceive y'all. and it's getting to the end. So I want y'all to know the truth. So be blessed, and may God be with you in good and evil. In name of Emmanuel. Thank you very much, y'all. Be blessed.